All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news. It is buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. It must be early wherever you are, specifically if you're in the UK. It will be quite early in the morning. But if you're in my part of the world, in Australia, it's 6:30 p.m. almost. On a Saturday evening, and the weekend's been going all right. So I hope each and every one of you guys are having a very, very good weekend as well. Big up to you, Digital Film Reviews. Big up to JJ Edit Z. Valan, big up to you as well. Let's go Madrid always saves us the player sales. Yes, we got to balance our books as Matisse's new tagline. Balance my books. Balance my books. That's his new tagline. Roby, good to see you, my man. Who the hell where is Miz? Yeah, the beard. Yes. I had a nice little trim. Every now and then, once it gets a bit too big, I like to, just trim it down a little bit. You know what I mean? So, it's, hair always grows back. So before you know it, you'll have your Miz back. But every now and then, I just like to give it a bit of a cleanup. King Prince, happy weekend, Miz. Happy weekend to you as well. Wendy, waiting on this for about an hour now. It's 4:30 a.m. here in Trinidad. Wow. 4:30 a.m. Wendy, what are you doing? Go to bed. But look, if you're going to stick around, hopefully you enjoy this show. Imad, good to see you. Let Havertz go. Should have let him go for a while back. Yes. Brendan, it's 1:26 in the morning in Los Angeles. Still Friday. Wow. What are you doing this late, my man? Cam, good thing, Kai, is we do not believe in you, so I'm sure the club can figure something out. Yeah, look, a lot of Kai Havertz conversation we're going to be doing. 12:27 p.m. in UAE. Love the UAE, man. I used to live in UAE prior to coming to Australia. 4 years I lived there. Obviously, last year around Feb for the Club World Cup, I was in UAE. I've got a lot of memories there, man. Got a lot of memories. I did my schooling in UAE. From year 1 till year 5, yeah, and then obviously I came to Australia after that. So I really, really love being in the UAE. Big up to each and every one of you guys, ladies and gentlemen. 100 plus already after 3 minutes. First of all, smash the like button before we start today's program with all the news. Kai Havertz is the huge topic. We've got an update on Ugarte as well. So do stick around for all of this. So smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 100 straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are here on a regular basis. This channel is buzzing. We are running towards 23,000 subscribers. Wild at the moment. The pace is good. So smash the like button. And as I said, you guys are here consistently with me for all the content. So I'm pretty sure you're enjoying it. So subscribe as well if you haven't subscribed. Now, let's get on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this dropped late yesterday, UK evening, probably around 10 p.m. or maybe about 11 p.m. something. Yeah, 10:30 p.m. UK, which was 7:38 a.m. for me this morning. So quite late on. And it goes something like this. Operation Havertz has begun. And this was off the back of the news that was dropping in regards to Kai Havertz 24 hours before that. So in Spain, this is buzzing. They're believing in this. This comes from Relevo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Relevo. And George C. Picon. I don't know who that is, man. Let's just quickly have a click on that. Picon. Must be some sort of a Spanish journalist. But yeah, Operation Havertz has begun. And then it goes on to say, Havertz does not quite 100% believe in the Chelsea project and would be open to leaving. Calafat, Perez and Ancelotti all want him. Once again from Relevo and George C. Picon. Do you know what? I kind of believe this. And there's so much to talk about this particular situation in itself, one, I now understand why our season has been so pathetic. So many players. Look, obviously we're delighted and we're elated that all of these players are going because we expected them to go and we believe that we've seen enough of them and they need to go. But it does pose a conversation that there is a reason why our season was abysmal season, because all of these players, they probably didn't believe in the Chelsea project anymore, and they probably didn't want to stick around at Chelsea, it seems like. And perhaps their heart just wasn't in it this season. There's a reason why we have absolutely collapsed to the levels that we have this season, is because majority of these players that are now getting rumored to leave, your Kovacic, Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kai Havertz, whoever else I've missed, N'Golo Kante, well, he's been injured. Conor Gallagher, I believe Conor Gallagher probably, believed that he could make it at Chelsea Football Club, but his name's been thrown around as well. And I'm pretty certain there's been other names that I've missed that's been linked in recent times for them to leave Chelsea Football Club. When you have all these players wanting to leave, are we surprised? The level of season that we had, the one that just finished. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, Kai Havertz, I think he's one of those players, definitely doesn't believe in the Chelsea project anymore. I know some of you guys are saying, what project? True. Even me, the season that just finished, our owners, they've got a lot to prove. Even the board as well has a lot to prove. I think the board's been making some really good decisions since they've been put together start of this year around January, but the owners have a lot to prove. But I mean, it looks like Kai Havertz, one of those players that didn't believe in the project. And the reason why I say I believe this particular comment is because Fabrizio Romano is talking about it as well. Fabrizio Romano, ladies and gentlemen, is also talking about Real Madrid plan is to discuss with Chelsea for Havertz in the next weeks. Chelsea want important money. This is legit now. Fabrizio Romano and Madrid Extra. This is no dilly-dallying around. Like there seems to be proper conversation that this player probably wants to leave Chelsea Football Club. 2 seasons left. You best believe we do want important money. We do want important money. Real Madrid wanted Kai Havertz when we first got him from Bayer Leverkusen. He was one of the one of the targets that Real Madrid truly wanted. Luckily enough, at that stage, well, now looking back, probably not luckily enough, but Frank Lampard was the one who was a key factor in convincing Kai Havertz to join Chelsea Football Club, as opposed to picking Real Madrid. So Real Madrid always had an interest in Kai Havertz. So this particular news, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take it very seriously, and I'm absolutely fine with it. Let's see what you guys are saying right now about this. Instability led us to 12, then it's possible the project led us to 15. Trust me, Ms. How? They're buying every player to improve the team. Only issue was manager, in my opinion. True. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, owners, I think that their heart was in the right place. Their heart was in the right place. The intention was right, but I don't know, man. Maybe the players just got put off by the sudden change. The managers being Thomas Tuchel being sacked was a sudden thing for these players. I know Kai Havertz, he's recently said it in an interview. It was a shock to their system that Thomas Tuchel got sacked. I think they probably wouldn't have appreciated the fact that so many Chelsea backroom members, from your medical staff to a whole heap of other reps, you know what I mean, administration people, this, that, the other, everyone got decimated and got removed. Not to mention Marina, Bruce Spark, Peter Cech, everyone, right? Everyone got removed. So I think that would have played some part as well to these players that, you've been coming into a club every single day, knowing all the surroundings, knowing all the people, and then all of a sudden you come in and you don't know anyone anymore, and you're going to have to build a relationship with them. And you do feel strange. If you put yourself in a realistic situation, Imagine you go into an office on a regular basis and you know everyone and you're comfortable, right, in your surroundings. And then snap, next day you go in and you don't know anyone and you kind of feel a little bit intimidated. Like, I don't know anyone anymore. Like, can I sit down? Can I stand up? Can I walk around? Like, can I talk? Like, you feel a bit strange. You do feel a bit strange. So, um, yeah, maybe the owners just moved a bit too quick for the players liking, and it kind of put a lot of these players off. You know, this is why, like, it's strange to see our team collapse the manner that we did. It's not normal the way we finished this season with so many L's after L's after L's. It's not normal, and I guess it kind of gives me a bit of hope for next season that once we get a group of players, a squad, nice and settled, and I'm glad that we're trying to do this business early before the preseason starts. Hopefully, by the end of June 30th, we're going to have almost every player moved on, and then we can talk about players who are going to come in. Obviously, there'll be the one or two odd ones that might stick around, and they may make a move later on, one or two that we may get later on as well in the window. But majority of them hopefully moves on, because Poch needs to come in with a settled group and really kick on in the preseason. So it does give me hope that next season, hopefully, this bunch of players cannot, they don't need to worry about the instability around them. That hopefully, owners are taking a bit of a backward step as well, in the likes of Todd Bowley and Iqbali. They are trying their best to allow the directors run the show, and hopefully the directors can keep backing Pochettino as well. Not blindly keep backing him, but at the same time, giving legitimate alternatives, giving him good discussion points. So I'm not saying whatever Poch wants, just bend over backwards and just give it. No, I think the board of directors that we have, they're very clued on, it seems like, and I'm pretty sure they will collaborate adequately with Pochettino. So it does give me hope for next season. Kai not believing in the project is the height of ignorance. He is large part of the reason we haven't had a project, because it's been so shite for 3 years. Yeah, man. I mean, you're right. Where does the audacity come for this player? But it makes sense. All the stuff that he said in the interview, that he's not too serious about football, this, that, the other, whatnot. He even had a go at the fans. Oh, 1 week they like me, a couple of weeks later they don't like me. Then 2 weeks later they like me again. And he was sort of saying, "Oh, these fan base, they're a bit of a flip flop." But what he needs to understand, his performance is a bit of a flip flop. In fact, it's not even a bit of a flip flop. Consistently, it's poor. Every now and then, there's an odd game where he does well, and he expects the fans to really stick around and keep backing him. This is his third season that just finished, and it turned out to be an abysmal season once again. So, yeah, interesting how he has so much to say. Everyone was shouting, "Get these players out," but now suddenly getting motion sickness when we start clearing them out. Let's rebuild. No. I'm personally getting no motion sickness. I need them gone. I definitely need them gone. But what I'm trying to say is that it's interesting that these players who are now moving on so quickly, Kovacic to City, Mount to Man United, Ruben Loftus-Cheek to AC Milan, N'Golo Kante potentially not going to get a contract extension, Kai Havertz, whoever else. I'm pretty sure I missed out on so many. Aubameyang obviously moving on as well. Chalobah's name's been thrown around for Inter Milan. Gallagher's name's being thrown around. What I'm trying to say is that when you have so many players, Mendy obviously has been thrown around as well. When you get all of these players that are unsure about their future, it's not a surprise that the season that we had, how abysmal it was. Because all of these players probably not even thinking about this season. They were more thinking about what's going to happen next season to them. He's going to see worse from Madrid fans. Oh, my days. This brother, if he screws up in Real Madrid, if he thought Chelsea fans were a bit flip-floppy with his performances. Huh. Wait till they start whistling you in game when you're doing poorly and they start whistling big time. You will have nowhere to run, Havertz. You will have nowhere to run. But let's see what he does at Real Madrid. I mean, there are going to be some quality players over there. Obviously, this is not done yet, but looks like Real Madrid are quite interested about this particular player. And they do probably want to set up for the future, maybe. I don't know. Benzema, obviously not going to be playing for too many years longer, maybe maximum one more season at Real Madrid. I'm very surprised. I thought Benzema, he would have called shut up shop and would have gone to Saudi Arabia. It makes absolute sense. He's achieved everything. Eden Hazard obviously is going to finish up at the end of the next season. He's only got one more season left. I highly doubt he's going to get a contract extension. And yeah, of course, in the future, you're not going to have Modric and Toni Kroos just running all day long. Obviously, they're getting Jude Bellingham. They already got Tchouaméni. They've got Camavinga. Kai Havertz potentially could play just behind a striker. I'd be very surprised if he plays as a striker over there. But then again, you never know. Remember when Kai shushed the fans after scoring crazy? If he thinks Chelsea fans are flip-flops, good luck at Real Madrid. No, absolutely. Advade in the house, Real Madrid fan, my man. Big up, Ms. Bro. Kai doesn't believe in you, but most of us don't believe in Kai. Yeah, it's crazy how even Real Madrid fans are not too keen with Kai Havertz. It's mad. But look, he is young. I mean, if he can find the right... It's not even about the right structure. It's not even about the right club. Do you know what it is with Kai Havertz? It's he. He needs to be right here. This is what I feel about Kai Havertz. The brother is just not serious about football. That's what I think. It really just depends on him whether he feels up for it or not. It's like he'll wake up in the morning and he'll decide, yeah, I kind of want to play football today. Yeah, I do. I do want to play well. And then he'll show up. And then there'll be days where he'll be like, oh, I just can't be bothered. And that's the attitude I get from Kai Havertz. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of shows as well. Because if he was serious about his life and if he was serious about succeeding, this brother would have done everything possible to improve his performance. The fact that this was his third season in the Premier League and he still gets bullied by Premier League defenders, gets dispossessed so easily, sometimes mistimed passes as well, and the amount of opportunities this guy bottles. When you see these traits in the player, you just know you're not concentrating. You're not really serious. Because if you're really focused and concentrating, you would do better. Because Kai Havertz, his skill set is there. The skill set's there. It's not like he's some sort of a rubbish player. I have seen him live. I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen. I saw Kai Havertz live last season in Club World Cup. And I remember so distinctly talking so highly about Kai Havertz. I said, you know what? After watching live all of these players, Kai Havertz to me looks like someone who's got that skill set. Silky touches. Deft. Do you know what I mean? He could be something, but right here, he's not ready yet. Maybe if he goes to Real Madrid, matures up a little bit more, maybe under Ancelotti, who knows? He might just click. Robbie is saying, if Kai thinks playing the way he's playing right now is bad at Chelsea, those Madrid fans are going to kill him. They booed Ronaldo for a bad performance. I can't think what they will do to Kai. No, absolutely, man. Dedication, good to see. We're not only getting rid of Deadwood or players who don't want to be here, we're getting rid of player stands too. I love him, man. Get rid of player stands. I'm pretty sure our board, our owners saw how toxic our fan base can be with these player stands. And they're like, you know what? Nah. And this is something with all the new players that are coming in and the new players that we already have. Please, I beg each and every one of you guys, no more stands, no more player stands. Appreciate the player, no problems, be a fan. But please, no more player stands. The club in front of every player. Because once you start having these player stands, people start hating the player because of the stands. The player might not even be that bad. But because the stands are so annoying, people start hating. Mason Mount, prime example. Declan Rice, probably another one. Jorginho as well. And the list goes on. Kovacic. Player stands, man. Stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely stop it. Aka, remember the story about Kai Havertz firing his nutritionist because he didn't like the food? Nah, weak mentality for real. Crazy days, man. Crazy days. Wendy, do you think Lukaku will consider coming back if Megan wants to move to London to get into the UK music scene? I don't know, man. I think Lukaku is so happy. He's so happy in Inter Milan. He's so happy. But do you know what? The other interesting conversation now to have, I suppose, is, ladies and gentlemen, if Kai Havertz does go, do you think we'll actually get another player? Because at the moment, the word is we'll get two midfielders, Caicedo, and we'll talk about Ugarte very, very soon. Looks like those are the two we are focused on getting. We're potentially going to get a goalkeeper, but we need to get maybe one or both of our current goalkeepers gone. Mendy definitely needs to go, and maybe there is an opportunity for Kepa to go as well. And we're definitely looking for a striker. That has been the prerogative from the get-go, from Fabrizio, from David Ornstein, from all the people that are in the know, right? So what happens? We're not going to. Well, we've already said João Felix is not coming back. Pochettino doesn't want João Felix. And Mason Mount is not going to stay around at Chelsea Football Club. He's leaving. And if we also have Kai gone, surely we're not going into next season just Nkunku being the player behind the striker. Do we actually get someone? Do we actually buy someone? Enzo Lafi's name's getting thrown around. We've just not been linked to him. Or does it go to someone like Chukwuemeka? Does Chukwuemeka get those minutes off the bench? Don't forget, only one game a week. So it's not like there's a lot of games to be handed out. What happens then? What happens then, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think we'll get another player, or do you think we're going to be giving those minutes to maybe Chukwuemeka? Because I truly believe Chukwuemeka can play either just behind the striker or as a number 8 or as a wide player. He's got the capacity to do all of that. He's young. We can mold him into anything we want him to be. He's so good on the ball, technically so sound. He could potentially do that. Maddison is available. Yes, that's a big shout as well. But Maddison at the moment seems to be linked with Spurs and Newcastle. So I haven't seen any links yet. But that's a really good shout. Szoboszlai as well is a good shout. And he was, I think, linked earlier on. Not obviously this window as yet, but earlier on this season, he was linked. Daylight Maestro, next year, the fans will be saying the same thing about Enzo. I hope not. I truly hope not. That isn't the case. Also, we have been scouting Szoboszlai. Yes. Havertz is too weak in the gameplay for Premier League is as simple as that. Lukaku's striker's movement is too poor for Chelsea standard. I agree. Omo is saying, Miz, that's where players like Chuku or Amari get the chance. There you go. I like that. Amari Hutchinson, get opportunity, man. Kani Chukwuemeka, get opportunity. I'm down for all of that. Absolutely down for it. Maddison would be great. It'd be interesting to, obviously, he's not going to stick around at Leicester. Like, no way he's sticking around at Leicester. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But the links at the moment are saying that he's either going to Newcastle or he's going to Spurs. Bobby Smokey Signals, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Looks like a total squad overhaul, which is not a bad thing. Don't believe Kai Havertz talk about the project. It's silly season. Now, you know what? I do believe it. And I'll tell you why I believe it. One, Fabrizio stating here, Real Madrid plan is to discuss with Chelsea for Havertz in the next weeks. Chelsea want important money. Like, if this player didn't give some sort of indication that he's okay to move, then I don't think we'd have this conversation. The fact that Fabrizio Romano is coming out and saying that there is an opportunity for this guy to move, Chelsea's open for it. And recently, some of the comments Kai Havertz made, some of the quotes, just check up on it. It's all online. Talking about how he was shocked. Thomas Tuchel got sacked and this, that, the other. Also, he said, football is not the most important thing in his life. It just gives me the feeling, yeah, he's just a little bit too laissez-faire. Just I do believe this. I honestly do believe he doesn't believe. And you know what? Why shouldn't I? Look at all the players he's seeing in and around him leaving. Kovacic leaving, Mason Mount leaving, Ruben Loftus-Cheek leaving, many more leaving. He probably does think, yeah, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this project. What's there not to believe? What's there not to believe? It all makes sense to me. This is not too far-fetched one bit for me. This is not far-fetched one bit to me. Guys, Madrid fans won't give a stuff regardless of how Kai performs. He's just a backup player for them, and no one has expectation from him. They will start booing if their major signing fails. No, absolutely. Okay, now let's talk about the final news, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do that, smash the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we got. 97 likes. We got well over 430 people live. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get those likes up to 200 immediately. We're going to talk about Ugarte now. Some update on Manuel Ugarte. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We are so close to 23,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get there together. Let's try and aim for as close to 30,000 subscribers by the time this transfer window is over. I just feel this is going to be such a big transfer window. Plus, don't forget, whole heap of preseason discussions to go through, preseason matches that we want to showcase here, do the watch-alongs. It's going to be huge. It is going to be huge. Smash the like button, guys. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Big up to each and every one of you guys, man. Big up to all the regulars that come here on a daily basis. Thank you so much. Now, in regards to Ugarte, Chelsea have increased their salary offer to Manuel Ugarte. They have now offered 3.5 million with various performance-based incentives and bonuses. How do you like these now, ladies and gentlemen? How do you like this particular offer now? Apparently, PSG has offered around 5 million euros. If we have 3.5 million plus various performance-based incentives, I think this is all right now. I truly do think this is fine now. And Ugarte, as I said in my last video, I think this guy wants to join Chelsea Football Club. Because if it was PSG, he would have said yes already. PSG has given more money. Why is he entertaining the conversation with Chelsea? It makes me think he wants to join Chelsea Football Club. He unlike Havertz, he truly believes in the Chelsea project. Under Pochettino, the combination between him and Enzo. Don't forget, Pochettino, South American manager, Argentinian, Ugarte, Uruguayan. They'll have that South American connection. Forget Caicedo. It's going to be full of South American players all over the place. It could be a bit of a madness. This guy truly, I think he wants to join Chelsea Football Club. He does. Because if it wasn't Chelsea, he would have chosen PSG already. It's a clear-cut deal from PSG, and he's not choosing it. Jerry saying, Miz, just like a well-trimmed squad can enhance a team's performance, a well-groomed beard can add a touch of style. Looking fantastic. Much appreciated, man. Really appreciate that. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Imagine after saying this, he joins me. I'll be in the mud. You best believe. More than you can believe. I will be in the mud. Yeah. We're going to slowly wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Brown and Cooks. Miz, it's called a bidding war for a season. Duh. Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Daniel, Miz, better that means he gets a 10K raise and even more money based on performances. Yeah. Do you know what? I want our future contracts to be heavily performance-based because that's going to motivate the player to push. I don't want them to earn exorbitant amount of money. Decent amount, decent base, but then after that, bonuses. Hit your bonuses, you can multiply your income. You don't hit your bonuses, you don't deserve to get paid more. It's as simple as that. I know this model is different to the rest of Europe. I understand we're not going to be able to attract all the players then, but if we can somehow change our culture, slowly by slowly like this, still offer decent amount as the base, but have heavy performance-based incentives, I think our football club will do better. I personally think our football club will do better. Once these players start earning these 250, 300K, 350, I think they just get a bit loopy. They just start floating in the air. Watch this space in regards to Bukayo Saka. Saka just landed a huge contract at Arsenal. I'm keen to see young player like Saka. How old is Saka? 22, 23? If that, on 350K or something ridiculous. I'm keen to see how these players react to this level of money at such a young age. I'm keen to see. Patrick is saying Havertz was never committed to the club and not even to football. They care more about their social media and pets. Yeah. And everything is about the money. These young players lost their connect to reality. You're right. There you go. Rambo saying 22. Saka is 22. Saka is going to contract the Ozo virus. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm keen to see. I am keen to see. The new Lampard and Ballack both leaving. Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Charles, good to see you, man. Be good to get an old head in midfield like we have in Thiago around in defense, even if it's not a starter, just for some experience. I think this is why there's still conversation that maybe Kante might stick around. We'll see what happens. Kante may not stick around either. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button before you go. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys later on UK time to wrap up the day's Chelsea transfer news. And we'll see if we do a FA Cup watch along. I'm waiting on Eunice. If Eunice is keen, then we might do it as a double sort of watch along together. If not, then yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning and we'll obviously talk about that. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.